Hello there my friends and welcome to the underground. Ugh, that sounds fucking stupid. Hello there my friends and welcome to the underground. You know what I love? I love Alien Isolation. I know it's a pretty controversial thing to say given the fact that it is a pretty it's not a flawless game. There are pretty bad things to find in it, But I mean, I think it is one of my favorite games of all time. It is easily on the top 10 list, There are flaws to it, but there are just so many awesome features in this game that I just can't. There is no way denying it that these features is making this game so freaking awesome. Creative Assembly has made a very good job utilizing, the whole horror aspect of the Alien franchise. So yeah, given the fact that Alien Isolation actually did pretty good financially, it didn't do great, but it did good. I think there is actually a big chance that there will be an Alien Isolation sequel in maybe not the near future, because I know Sega is a bit reluctant to the whole idea of making a sequel. I don't know why. I guess they're just stupid. I think there is a chance that we will see an Alien Isolation sequel in the future. And if there will be, I have 4 things that I want Creative Assembly to improve, because yeah, as I said, Alien Isolation is a motherfucking awesome game, but there are flaws to it, and pretty big ones at that actually. So yeah, these are 4 things that I want to see in a possible Alien Isolation sequel. No more androids. I mean, since it's going to be a game based on the Alien movie franchise, it is, kind of supposed to be androids in it, because androids has always been almost a natural part of the whole Alien franchise, the whole universe, But I feel in the first game, there was too much. These guys, the working Yos, they just got too much playtime, so to speak, and it was so frustrating. These sequences where you were just, sneaking past all these working Yos who aren't creepy or scary at all. They're just boring and I hate them. For some reason, Creative Assembly just decided to give these dudes so much room to just fuck around. And I don't know why really, because halfway through the game you get rid of the first alien, because there are more of them, which you learn later in the game. And after that you would expect that the game is coming to a close, that the story is about to end. But then the game just keeps going for maybe 10 hours, and half of those hours are just spent running around and hiding from working Yos. I mean, it could have ended like 10 hours ago, but for some reason Creative Assembly just want us to keep going. And I mean, it's just boring. The game gets boring. Really, really boring. It is one of the biggest flaws of the first game of Alien Isolation, and it's pretty much thanks to the working Yos, the motherfucking androids, who are, I swear, one of the most boring enemies I've ever seen in a game, in a horror game at least. I mean, maybe you could use like some kind of androids for like introductionary purposes. Maybe you should like where you learn the basic mechanics of the game. As well as the new possible features, and then I think it would be cool if Creative Assembly would use androids, like a lesser kind of enemy to for the player to practice on, so to speak. I really don't want the next Alien Isolation game to be so freaking long. Because as I said, since the game just keeps going and going and going, it doesn't really benefit from it. But yeah, after you've burned... Shut up, Facebook, shut up, I will demolish you. What was I about to say? God, what was I about to say? Jesus, that one totally slipped. I totally forgot what I was going to say. Stupid Facebook. Yeah, but the nest of the alien was the last genuinely scary place of the game, and then after that the game just keeps going for another 5 hours, I think. I would say give the game a maximum gameplay time of 10 hours or something. I would love to see a story about Ellen Ripley in a Alien Isolation game. Even though Amanda Ripley was a pretty, yeah, she was a pretty likable character. She was not gullible or just obnoxious to listen to. She was actually a pretty cool, you know, woman. She was a cool broad, you know, a tough broad. Shut up, Facebook! I think it would also add something to the Alien franchise if we got some info on what happened in between the first and second movie. I know Ellen Ripley was supposed to be in some state of coma or something, but I mean, maybe something could happen. Maybe her shuttle crash lands on a planet or something, and then it's full of aliens, and some weird shit is going on. I don't know. And maybe something happens that cause Ellen Ripley to suffer from amnesia or something, so she won't, remember anything of it. I know it's a pretty cliche thing, a very cliche Deus Ex Machina or whatever, but I mean, it would just be hopefully an awesome addition to the Alien franchise, I think. It would be awesome to see different kinds of aliens in Alien Isolation 2, because even though the alien we met in the first game is awesome, no doubt about it, it got kinda, tiresome and frustrating to face the same kind of alien over and over again for 15-20 hours or so. Maybe most of you will hate me for saying this, but I would actually love to see one of those aliens, that kind of alien that we saw in Alien 3, a very dog-like kind of alien. Just imagine an enemy that has a very, very keen sense of smell, that can find you anywhere. The aliens that are born out of humans, I think they have a very keen sense of smell, but obviously, as we see in Alien Isolation, they can't sniff you out like that, even if you're only a few inches away from their face. I don't know how they would utilize this, because I mean, the whole idea behind Alien Isolation is the whole hiding mechanic. You're supposed to hide from the alien, and maybe it could be some sort of a kind of game-breaking feature to add an alien that can sniff you out. Maybe Creative Assembly could do something like I'm thinking about the Resident Evil dogs. He just shows up out of nowhere, and there's an awesome jump scare right there, and then you have to run away from this thing. I mean, that would be just such a panic-inducing thing, just to see this four-legged creature with its jaws and just start chasing you through a corridor or something. I mean, it would be maybe pretty one-dimensional, because it would get old pretty fast, I think. Maybe they could feature more different kinds of aliens. Maybe they could create a completely new alien. And that does it for this video. If you have any comments, if you think any of my, wishes or whatever for a possible sequel to Alien Isolation, if you think any of them are stupid, then you could fuck off. Maybe if you have some things you want to see yourself in a sequel to Alien Isolation, just feel free to share it in the comment section down below. And I will see you in the next video. I'm Curious Dave. Thank you and good night, YouTube.